Today's event is as follows. So we'll start with a corporate video, followed by a speech by Mr. Suleiman, and then we have a short speech by Mr. Irwin, and then after that there'll be a short presentation by Mr. Wali, and then the floor will be open for questions. Yeah. So without further delay, I'd like to start with the corporate video, followed by the speech by Mr. Suleiman. Thanks so much once again.
UAE has always been at the forefront of using disruptive technologies and is among the pioneers of blockchain technology adoption. It is among the top 5 countries globally to embrace blockchain. The blockchain tokenization sector is estimated to be at $24 trillion by 2027, as per the World Economic Forum.
Well, the UAE government has been at the forefront when it comes to supporting organizations building innovative technologies. The government provides the right infrastructure and ecosystem which supports this cause, and our company, Ramziq, has started as an idea within the Area 2071, the innovation hub under the Dubai Future Foundation. This is where our blockchain, Zaniq, was also born, inspired by Dubai's vision towards the future of blockchain. One might wonder what is the difference between Zaniq and Ramziq. Zaniq is the decentralized blockchain and ecosystem on which everything is being built, and Ramziq comes from the Arabic word which means your token, and it's the company driving the success of Zaniq blockchain.
You said already, your token. So we want to protect our tokens. So data security, data protection is one of our big topics in our company. And that's why in everything that we are developing, we are trying to protect the customer from himself. And doing this step, I think a lot of people are not realizing how much technology is behind in a system that they see that's very, very simple. And so everything which is leading to this point is showing that we are coming every time closer to this mass adoption. And this mass adoption will help us then in the future to grow the market and to be one of the leading companies then in the future in this field.
With the limitless creativity that the engineers and technology experts at Zaniq possess, they have come up with a wide array of innovative products which disrupt the blockchain technology ecosystem. Zaniq Hub, Zaniq App, Zaniq App Messenger, Zaniq Debit Card, Zaniq Swap, Zaniq Coin, Zaniq Smart Chain, Zaniq Personal ID.
So over 90% of the people are still afraid of this new technology, of the blockchain technology. They don't see all the possibilities that they have through this technology. We are trying to reach this mass adoption because of making things simple, easy to understand, and giving on top all the security that we need. And through these possibilities, I think we can reach a totally different level for this new era of blockchain and the new financing models.
Zaniq has surpassed its expectations within the year and has developed a multitude of products since its inception.
Zaniq blockchain is opening the doors in making blockchain technology accessible to everyone. It provides an easy way for people to access their digital assets, and the key USP of Zaniq blockchain is that it is highly secure, transparent, and fully decentralized.
At Zaniq, we're constantly innovating and coming up with new disruptive blockchain technologies. One of our examples is the Zaniq app. Here we have integrated a wallet, the Zaniq ID, the Send Pass, which is protecting your KYC in an NFT. We have an NFT marketplace for all your digital art, a staking function, and on top we have a totally decentralized messenger. And this messenger is protecting your personal data. So during history we had different eras of innovation, like the Greek Empire the Roman Empire. And during this, there were a lot of innovative people who came together and reached like a new level of innovation. And because of that, we see a lot of developments in Dubai in the last few months and years, and we are strong believers that the fixed era of innovation will happen in Dubai. And if you go back to the Italian history and you see the Medici family, that they created the Medici effect. What is the Medici effect? The Medici effect is actually happening when a lot of people from different areas are sitting together talking about innovation, and then suddenly something totally new is coming out. And this is called the Medici effect. And this was happening at that time in the Palazzo Vecchio. And for us, the Palazzo Vecchio is the Burj Khalifa, and we want to bring a lot of people together here in this area and create our own Medici effect.
At Ramziq, we believe in bringing together innovative minds across cultures to build technologies that transform blockchain ecosystem. We do this as an innovation leaders and the Smart Chain Forum, an annual forum that brings thought leaders in blockchain technology to discuss opportunities, concepts, and innovations in blockchain technology. Ramziq, powered by Zaniq, where the blockchain revolution begins.
I'd now like to ask Mr. Suleiman to say a few words. This will be translated, so I would request you to the speech will now. We just start. Because that's the video is on. Yeah, it's working now. Can
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, friends from the media, good morning to all of you. My name is Suleiman Abifai and I'm the founding partner of Ramziq. After this video, I think there isn't much left to say, but I will still give you a few things about, and tell you a few things about what we do, and also give you an overview about how the UAE is leading the innovation sector and the creativity within the technology sector. So the UAE has shown its commitment to a historic new era by driving the new technologies. The UAE wants to make sure that it is harnessing the fourth industrial revolution. So the latest technologies such as blockchain is now at the heart of everything. Indeed, the UAE government has been proactive in the adoption of blockchain technology and the newly born markets associated with it, such as metaverse, NFTs, and Web3. The UAE economy is aimed to be competitive and one of the best economies in the world, and this can be achieved by focusing on many aspects, such as innovation, entrepreneurship, and also providing them with the right infrastructure and ecosystem. The UAE continuously develops policies and regulations to support the adoption and implementation of new technologies such as blockchain, and it is exciting to see the UAE among the top 5 countries when it comes to the adoption and execution of blockchain, and will soon become a pioneer in this sector. While the UAE government has been quick in the adoption of blockchain, the private sector is still slowly but surely going to adopt and take this path as well. They have the perfect infrastructure and support from the UAE government. However, it is very important to have policies and regulations in place in blockchain to protect the investors and preserve the financial stability. So we at Ramziq are born out of the Area 2071 of the Dubai Future Foundation, which is in this building, basically downstairs. And when we look at the UAE's role in forging ahead its vision towards blockchain, we would like in Ramziq to be part of this success. And when you look at Ramziq, it is basically the core of the Zeniq blockchain ecosystem. So if you think, what is the difference between Ramziq and Zeniq? So Ramziq comes from the Arabic word, as I said earlier in the video, which means your token, and it is the company driving the success of the Zeniq blockchain. While Zeniq is the blockchain and the ecosystem where everything is being built. And it is opening the doors for everyone to make blockchain easy and accessible to everyone. And also it provides a way for people to access their digital assets and use it within their daily lives. So the key USP, as I said also earlier, of Zeniq, that it is highly secure, it is very transparent and fully decentralized. We are excited about our technology and we look forward to regularly share with you our latest news and basically take this path with you guys and enjoy the success. Thank you very much.
I'd now like, I'll request Mr. Arvind to say a few words.
Yes, of course. So it's a pleasure to have you all here. And perfect translations. Now it's a pleasure really to have you all here, and I think it's for us a very important time. A new chapter is opening where we want actually to have a close collaboration with all of you and to grow together in this market. You know, it's a huge market. We will hear then later a little bit about the numbers, but I want to talk about two important things. Disruptive innovations. You heard maybe this word already, and the second one is the cross-pollination. So these two topics are important for me in my speech now. So I will start with disruptive innovation. One of the, let's say, innovating fathers of the medicine was Alexander Fleming. He invented the penicillin, which changed totally the medicine industry, and this was a big revolution. If we look also back many years, 1950, there was a person called Frank Mara. He went to a restaurant in New York City and he paid the first time with a plastic card, instantly. Totally revolutionized the whole payment systems. 1994, a name was very famous, Jeff Bezos. At that time he was not so famous. He was looking for talented people to bring them to Seattle to create something disruptive, innovative in e-commerce. At that time I was 11 years old, so it was not my time. I will pick the call and I will move maybe to Seattle. Didn't happen, but he did quite well without me. And so a lot of other pioneers in e-commerce like eBay changed totally the whole sales. YouTube, how we are watching things. Uber, the whole moving. So we see there are a lot of innovative people cross through the whole time until now, and we as Ramziq and Zeniq, I'm sure that now the time is for blockchain. It's the next innovative thing. You remember many years ago when the internet started, I remember my father and my mother was saying, "Nah, this is for the young kids. This is not for you, it's for the young kids. We are old enough, we are out of the internet." Now everybody's in the internet. The same thing is happening now with blockchain. And so for us, we know that this is something which is coming, and it's coming closer and closer. At the moment we heard 5% of the people are in blockchain, 95% are not. And this is like a huge gap, and we want to close this gap. Why? Because at the moment the technology of blockchain and the technology of crypto and all these innovative moves, they have a lack because they don't reach this mass adoption. And mass adoption is actually the link that is missing for this innovative technology. As soon as we are closing this and making things easy, instant, without having a crazy education in this field, we are sure that our technology can reach this. So we are targeting not the 5% who are already in blockchain, we are targeting the 95%. And I think with the innovations, with the developments that we are doing, and we are quite well sure that it's not easy, and that we have like a lot of miles to walk. But I'm pretty sure that this is a very interesting walk that we need to go together. And the other topic that I was talking about, the cross-pollination, we were talking in the video about the Medici effect. I don't know if you are aware at the time when the Medici family was in Palazzo Vecchio, they were inviting all these innovative, powerful people, and they were sitting together in a very nice atmosphere, having a nice glass of wine at that time, and were enjoying interesting talks. And then they created this Medici effect. And the Medici effect was actually an effect of a cross-pollination of different minds, of different interests, and they innovated something totally new. And this is happening if you have a hub of people who are coming to this hub because of innovating things, of the country, of the government, of the politicians, of the leaders that are focusing and are pushing this country. And at the moment, I'm pretty sure that Dubai and UAE is one of these innovative places. And so we announced last year already that we think that the sixth era of innovation will happen in Dubai. And blockchain will be that topic. And we want to be one of the companies who are leading this sixth era of innovation. Thanks.
We just have a short presentation by Mr. Walid now.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for coming today. Ramziq is the developer of the revolutionary blockchain technology, Zenith blockchain. It is inspired by Dubai's vision towards the blockchain technology. It is also powered by Zenith. Sorry. Ramziq is powered by the Zenith blockchain, which will provide a secure, decentralized, transparent, and completely safe ecosystem for customers for safekeep and manage their digital assets. Ramziq comes from the literal meaning in Arabic, which means your token. That is an affirmation to the decentralized services that Ramziq provides. Ramziq is a core of Zenith Universe. Zenith blockchain ecosystem is the ultimate next generation digital asset management system. These are bold statements. We can explain why later on when we explain our products in Ramziq and Zenith. Our founding team, Sheikh Saeed bin Hashar Al Maktoum, founding partner, Erwan Doctor, which gave a speech earlier, and Suleiman Rafai, and myself, Walid Al-Nasira, as a founding partner and CEO. Some milestones about Zenith. In 2018, we started the development of the blockchain itself. 2020, we chose Dubai to be the launching point because Dubai is considered a hub and a gateway for the region. It is easier to expand from Dubai. It is a competitive market, which helps us a lot. In 2021, Zenith blockchain was born out of Dubai, and in 2022, the Zenith Smart Chain was launching, and Ramziq was established in the DIFC Dubai. Let's get to the serious part. Our flagship product, or our signature product, is the Zenith Hub, which you see here in front of you. We invented this hub because to make it easier for everyone to have access to blockchain. It has several abilities. it has the ability to store your digital assets, to manage your digital assets. Also, it has the ability to mint your coin, our coin, and a new token called Tupan. It is fully decentralized, which means we can't control it. We also created the Zaniq app, hence that nowadays everyone is using the phone 24 hours in a day. To make it easier, we also made the app to be integrated with the hub, so you can monitor the activities of the hub from your phone. It is also connected to the Zaniq debit card, and there are many features which are innovative and creative, like the messenger function, which allows users to communicate with each other, users of the hub, users of the ecosystem. It will help them communicate with each other. And we also created the Zen Pass, which is the feature that protects the identity of the users in the ecosystem. I would also wish to highlight one important initiative we launched this year, which is called ZenCon. ZenCon is a 68 hours challenge for coders and programmers, and the winners will enter into our launchpad to support them bring their ideas into reality. So it will help them transform their ideas into successful companies, fully digitalized companies. Thank you so much, and we're open for any questions. Thank you.
صباح الخير.
تفضل. صباح النور.
اشكرك على السؤال الجاي. بس هو في مشكله دلوقتي بتواجه الناس الحقيقه. انتوا جايين حضرتك كصحفيين.
تمام.
مش التعريف. مفهوم البلوك تشين ده حكايته، هل هو زي العمله الرقميه ولا منصه ولا بعدين ذكرت حضرتك ما اعرفش يمكن ذكرت اكتر ان في 5% بس في البلوك تشين و95% بره. ده معناه مش هقول فشل البلوك تشين، انما جهل الناس بالبلوك تشين. انتوا لغايه دلوقتي او انا كصحفي على حقيقه انا اعرف بقيه العملات ما اعرفش حاجه عن البلوك تشين ده. ايه هو قصته؟ احنا عايزين نقول للناس ايه هو البلوك تشين.
بقول لك انا شنو.
لان دي مشكله بالنسبه للناس.
صح كلامك. شوف بس خلي بالنسبه للنقطه اللي اقولها بالانجليزي مثل ولا بالعربي تحب؟
لا احنا سالين بالعربي، احنا صحفيين العربي. لا خسر في الانجليزي. عايزين ترجموها لنا ترجموها.
بقول لك ترجمون. لا
عايزين ترجمه عربيه.
صح. بس خلني ارجع على نقطه ال 5%.
اللي هو ذكرها
ال 5% هذه ليش احنا نقول اليوم ال 5% هم اللي في البلوك تشين وال 90 او ال 95% خارج البلوك تشين. هذا لان البلوك تشين كتكنولوجيا خلينا نقول وسيله للحين جديده على الناس للحين في عندها تخوف من استخدام الشيء اللي يجهلونه. الغلط الحين يصير على منه، او هو مو غلط يعني ما اقدر اقول انه هو غلط، بس هو الجاب خلينا نقول اللي هو الفجوه. هو الفجوه بان اليوم لما تشوف كل الدول الحكومات بوجه الخصوص خلينا نقول لازم تطور المنظومه من ناحيه التشريعات، من ناحيه القوانين، السياسات، عشان تفهم شلون تقدر تشرع خلينا نقول منظومه تدعم العمليه هذه. فلذلك الناس لما تشوف شيء مو مشرع او مو مرخص يصير عندها تخوف من استخدامه. الشيء الثاني الشركات اللي قاعده تطرح الادوات للبلوك تشين، يعني عشان تتداول مثلا عمله معينه او عشان تسوي مثل اجراءات معينه، الناس هني شو يصير عندها؟ يصير عندها تخوف لان الاليات والادوات اللي موجوده مو واضحه، ولازم يبي لها شخص يكون ملم شويه في امور الاي تي اكثر عشان يقدر يدخل فيها ويستوعب يعني. فانت اذا كل مره تحتاج تستعين بصديق او احد متخصص عشان يعطيك الطريقه اللي تقدر تسويها فيها، راح تمل، راح تقول خلاص يا اخي ايش لي انا بعرف، صح ولا لا؟ بالضبط. فلذلك احنا اللي قاعدين نسويه اليوم احنا جزء من توجهنا ومن اساس يعني خلينا نقول بدايه اطلاق شركتنا، قلنا نبي نأسس شيء ونطور منظومه تكون سهله للكل. يعني احدى الادوات هذه الجهاز هذا اللي احنا طورناه اليوم. الشخص اللي يقول انا والله حاب اتداول مثلا بالبلوك تشين او اسوي مثل اجراءات معينه، هذا الجهاز ممكن انه ننزل فيه عده ادوات، منها انك انت تتابع عمليات الاجراءات اللي انت قاعد تسويها، سواء كان تداول، سواء كان ان حفظ لاملاكك مثلا اذا انت حطيتها بصوره ديجيتال، وبنفس الوقت تقدر خلينا نقول تدخل على المنظومه هذه عن طريق يعني مثل ابلكيشنز خفيفه، تطق على مثل ايكون هي يطلع لك، راح تشوف كل شيء قدامك. احنا بدورنا هنا شو نسوي؟ نوضح الصوره ونسهلها من ناحيه الباك اند، من ناحيه المطورين، انه شلون الصوره راح تطلع لك. الحين الجهاز هذا احنا لما بلشنا فيه شفنا ان اليوم الناس ما تحب انه يكون عندها جهاز مثل هذا، لانه مو ايباد يعني شوي ثقيل ويحتاج انك انت تحتفظ فيه، يعني خلينا نقول بشكل خلينا نقول يكون حساس، يعني لان انت محتفظ باشياء مهمه فيه. فطورنا عده ادوات داخل الابلكيشن نفسه، الفيتشرز يعني الجديد مثل ما ذكر اخوي وليد بيكون فيه اللي هو منصه تداول لا مركزيه. يعني احنا ما نتحكم فيها منصه التداول هذه، احنا نعطي الاداه هذه للناس تقدر تشبك بينها وبين بعض ويتداولون اذا كانت عملات خلينا نقول الكترونيه. هذا من ناحيه، من ناحيه ثانيه تقدر تخزن العملات او الادوات الديجيتال اسيتس هذه كلها فيها. ومن ناحيه ثالثه اللي احنا خلينا نقول هني الدور اللي جاي علينا احنا شلون نحفظ الداتا مالت الناس. يعني انت اليوم معلوماتك بياناتك الشخصيه، احنا شلون نضمن ان انت لما تستخدم الابلكيشن مالنا وتتداول مع ناس يمكن اشخاص غرب، لانه هو لا مركزي، فانت ما تدري قاعد تتداول او تتعامل مع من. احنا دورنا هني لما طورناها، طورنا نظام يحفظ حقوق المعلومات الشخصيه او الخصوصيه، وما يقدر حتى حقوقها. انا بقول لك ليش قلت كلمه حقوق، يعني اولا الخصوصيه والحقوق، وما يقدر احد يعني يستهلك بياناتك او ياخذهم. الحقوق هني تكون محفوظه لك عن طريق انشاء شيء اسمه الNFT. الNFT هذا اللي هو الرمز الغير قابل للاستبدال. انت تحفظها عندك، تحدد البيانات اللي انت تحب تشارك فيها اي شخص، تقول انا بس الشخص هذا يقدر يشوف اسمي او يقدر يشوف رقم تليفوني او يقدر يشوف ايميلي، او انت تحدد. فهذه الحقوق كلها محفوظه لك وخلاص انت تملك بياناتك الشخصيه. هذه الاداه اللي طورناها بالمستقبل ان شاء الله، يعني احنا هذا اللي قاعدين نسعى له، انه يتم استخدامه في عده مجالات في حياتنا اليوميه. فهذه خلينا نقول يعني احد الاشياء اللي احنا قاعدين نطورها.
لسه بتقول لي في موضوع 5% لسه
هذا كله للحين 5%. شنو النقطه الثانيه كانت؟
خاصه بالبلوك تشين وعدم معرفه الناس بيه.
اوكي، الحين اذا بسهل لك البلوك تشين
طيب
عشان بس ابسطها، يعني البلوك تشين عباره عن الانترنت نفس ما احنا نشوفه ونعرفه، حلو؟ الفرق الوحيد ان اليوم اي بيانات بالانترنت وين تروح؟ تتخزن في مراكز تملكها مثلا مؤسسات، شركات، ما نملكها احنا. فبياناتك اللي مثلا بالفيسبوك ولا في اي ابلكيشن ولا اي شيء ثاني،
لا في 7 سيرفرات
عندهم
7 سيرفرات في العالم،
مثلا 7 سيرفرات هذيلا، صح ولا لا؟
5 مليون
وهم اللي يملكونها. حلو. شنو سوى البلوك تشين؟ قال لا، ما نبي احد يملك السيرفرات. كل المشتركين في شيء اسمه ماستر نود. الماستر نود اللي هو مثل سيرفر صغير. كل شخص اليوم عنده الماستر نود هذا كأنه هو مشارك في تخزين بيانات، وهو قاعد يقدم خدمة كسيرفر للمجتمع، للناس، للشركات، لأي أحد بالبلوك تشين. فاليوم كلنا الموجودين هنا، إذا احنا 40 شخص على سبيل المثال، إذا كل شخص عنده جهاز كأن احنا عندنا 40 سيرفر بالضبط. فما في شخص يتحكم بالبيانات أو يملكها. البيانات منتشرة على كل السيرفرات هذا، فهذا اللي سواه البلوك تشين. وهذا اللي هو خلينا نقول مصطلح اللامركزية ينبع منه. إنه ما في شيء مركزي ولا أحد يملكه ويتحكم فيه، لا. اللامركزية الكل مشارك ومساهم في العملية هذه. وهني ترجع على نقطة ليش الناس تحصل العملة مثل البيتكوين مايننج، تسمع أنت عنها. ليش تسوي أنت، ليش تحصل بيتكوين لما تسوي مايننج؟ معنى مايننج الناس انها تفكر ان انت قاعد تحفر يعني بيتكوين او قاعد تطلعه بطريقه ما. انت قاعد تحصل البيتكوين ليش؟ لان انت قاعد تخزن معلومات على السيرفر اللي انت شريته وقاعد تساهم فيه بالنتورك هذا. فلذلك انت بعد فتره تحصل مثلا بيتكوين واحده او تحصل اي عمله ثانيه قاعد تسوي فيها مايننج، لان انت قاعد تساهم، فانت كانك قاعد تاجر المساحه عندك عشان يتم تخزين البيانات ومشاركتها مع النتورك كله، وبالمقابل تحصل العمله هذه اللي هي تكون على شكل مكافاه. فاتمنى الصوره وضحت ولا؟
وضحت، بس كده بقى دخلنا في السكيور سيستم
حلو.
بتاع البلوك تشين يعني.
البلوك تشين
يعرض هاكينج يعني.
لا البلوك تشين يعني ليش يقول لك اكثر او في اعلى درجه من السكيورتي؟ لان انت اليوم مثلا احنا الحين قلنا 40 شخص صح؟ انا جيت سويت عليك هاك، لازم اسوي هاك على ال 40 شخص كلهم. تخيل اذا النتورك فيه مليون شخص او 10 ملايين شخص او ان شاء الله مليار شخص في المستقبل، تسوي هاك على من ولا من؟ صح ولا لا؟ لان اذا دخلت عليك الشبكه كلها تقول تقول ان ترى في دخيل يفصلون عن الشبكه على طول. هذا يعني خلينا نقول مدى السكيور ماله، بس هو هذا اللي خلينا نقول كمنظومه لما تم تطويرها ان فيها درجه عاليه من الذكاء حتى الاصطناعي، ان تقدر تعرف اذا في دخيل على النتورك ويتم طرده من الموضوع.
عرفت لي حاجه بقى لي 10 سنين عمال ادور عليها.
ما بتعتقد انه عمليه الثقه لسه بعيده انه الانسان او المتعامل العادي يكسبها؟ لانه عمليا في عندك سكيورتي، في عندك السريه.
صح.
نحن بنقول البنتاغون الامريكي دخلوا عليها هكذا، فشو المضمون انه انا فلوسي تبقى محميه او الماده اللي انا عم بتداول فيها محميه؟
شوف من الناحيه هذه، لان هني لازم يصير في مجال للتعليم، لازم الناس يصير فيها خلينا نقول يعني مثل دورات ورش عمل كذا، ان تثقفهم وتعلمهم ان شنو الفرق بين مثلا المركزي واللا مركزي. اليوم انت لما تشتري خلينا نقول عندك $1,000,000 بيتكوين ومخزنها في ابلكيشن بتليفونك، الابلكيشن هذا تملكها شركه انت ما تدري وين مكانها، ممكن الشركه باكر تفصل الابلكيشن وراحت فلوسها، صح ولا لا؟ ما تملكها. ففي شغله مهمه اللي هي الكي يسمونها المفتاح. من يملك المفتاح؟ احنا من خلال تطوير الجهاز هذا يعني انا اقدر اقول انه من امن الاجهزه بالعالم اللي تقدر تخزن عليها بياناتك. ليش؟ لان لما يوصل لك الجهاز المفتاح بالجهاز انت تملكه، احنا ما نقدر نتحكم فيه. ففي عندك انت تسمع دائما في 2 فاكتور اوثنتيكيشن، لما تسوي مثلا بروفايل حق عمرك عندك الباسورد بعدين يوصل لك باسورد ثاني، صح ولا لا؟ مثل كود ولا شيء. احنا لما نبعث لك الجهاز هذا الثيرد فاكتور اوثنتيكيشن، انت تطلع الكود من الجهاز نفسه وتخزنه عندك، ما حد يقدر يوصل له. فهذه النقطة اللي هي خلينا نقول الناس تحتاج.
يعني مثال بسيط انه لهلا في كثير ناس بتعرف انه فيك تنزل بزنس كارت الكريدت كارد على الموبايل تبعك، وكثير ناس ما بتتعامل فيه لهلا. عدم الثقة هي الموضوع. مو انه شو
لازم يصير في تثقيف انه لما تنزله شنو تحتاج عشان تحمي نفسك. يعني احنا ما ننزله والسلام، صح ولا لا؟
اكيد.
نبي نعرف احنا اوكي لو نزلته زين شلون اقدر احمي بياناتي وشغلي اللي انا منزله بتليفوني على سبيل المثال. هذه يعني هي مجرد ثقه، مو ثقه خلينا نقول يعني وعي وثقافه اللي ان شاء الله يعني مع الوقت شويه الناس تفهمها اكثر.
شراء الجهاز هيكون عائق، يعني ما انا اشتري جهاز وانا هدفع التكلفه بتاع يكون عائق.
صح. لا احنا الجهاز هذا حق الناس اللي مثلا اليوم انت لازم تكون متمكن واوريدي داخل في البلوك تشين عشان تاخذ الجهاز هذا وتبلش تخزن فيه. فاحنا قلنا اول مدخل للنظام اللي احنا بنيناه اللي هو الابلكيشن، والابلكيشن ببلاش ما تدفع عليه ولا شيء. زياده على هذا الابلكيشن اليوم في يعطيك عده ادوات، منها الجهاز واحد منها، بس مو خلينا نقول يعني بالضروره يكون عندك الجهاز، مو لازم.
Can you give us details about the inceptions of Ramziq?
لا
Inceptions of Ramziq. Can you give us details?
المانجر
You just have to
What do you mean exactly with the inceptions?
about the inception of Ramziq. You can
How it came
brief
about.
more way.
How it was born.
Okay. So there is a story between Zanik and Ramziq. If you see the word Zanik, it's Zen included. Zen comes from the Buddhism, is balance, and the IQ is the coefficient for intelligence. So I was sports professional in the past. I was swimmer, I was world championships participant, European championship, and I know that in sports or in business, you need to be in balance to be successful. That's why it's the Sen, important part, and the IQ. If you are in balance and you are smart enough, you will be successful. So that's Scenic, and it sounds unique. Scenic is the one word. After Scenic was created, we were thinking about how we want to establish our business, because of one blockchain we saw a lot of spin-off possibilities that we could manage. And tokenization was one huge, big spin-off that we were focusing on, where we saw that we can tokenize a building. You can make from a real asset a digital asset. And we saw the opportunities in all businesses. You can tokenize businesses, you can tokenize buildings, you can tokenize companies. And out of this, we said, okay, how do we want to call this company? How do we want to call this company where we can make digital assets and tokens out of it? And then during our brainstorming session, Scenic, in the end, the IQ is still included, and then Ramziq was born. What means Ramziq in Arabic is with a K, it's your token, which is perfect fit, because tokenizations, if you see the logo, there are a lot of tokens. We're tokenizing assets. So that means Ramziq. And so the Ramziq was born, and that's actually the company who is then providing services, consulting on the blockchain technology from Scenic. So this is Ramziq.
So what difficulties or challenges you find in building this applications?
I think one of the biggest challenge is it's very new technology. It's very disruptive technology. So we are facing regulations, issues, of course, because everything is new. We need to educate the people. We need to work together with the governments, not just here in UAE, worldwide. It doesn't matter if it's in Europe or in Switzerland, which is a kind of Europe, but it's not in the European Union. Totally different rules. So it's very interesting how you see that different countries are developing so much faster. Other ones are far behind. For other ones, it's totally new. And so we see it, we want to push this movement, and are trying to help as much as possible, because we see a huge market, and we know that if we are giving the right push, we will be all very successful together, and so we are trying to help in every possible situation.
Okay, so I'm already with Scenic,
Oh,
and
okay.
I'm waiting for my minting hub.
Okay.
But one of the things that I face is that there's not enough awareness, like in sense of like what's next. I attended the Armani thing that you did recently, which was quite useful, and I learned a lot about the coins. But I also realized that, you know, when you're doing the hubs, you have a long waiting period. How is that looking for you now? Are you in talks with somebody who can produce these hubs faster?
I mean, to be fully honest, to produce a physical device, it's not so easy to do this, and especially if you are a startup. Last year, it was a huge topic. The whole chip industry was crashing. So you were not able to buy a laptop. You were not able to, everything which was electronic and chips was nearly impossible to buy it somewhere. And if you come with the order where it's just 100,000, let's say the suppliers are not putting you on the front list. You're always pushed back. And so if you are, coming as Samsung and you're ordering a couple of million chips, it's a different leverage that you have in the negotiations. And so this was for sure one of the topics that we were trying to explain to people. If you are ordering small amounts, it's very hard to keep the position, especially for the chips that we need. And so this is our fight that we have. And of course, there were some situations with Russia and Ukraine that were also not helping a lot with deliveries and all this. So these are the difficulties that we are facing, especially with delivery of physical devices.
I travel a lot, and I was you know, when I look at this hub, it's not very user friendly to travel, and I think I was promised something that looks more like an iPad, so that no matter where I go in the world, I'm still in touch with you know, what's happening with Zanik.
Yes,
like an iPhone.
No, but
Don't look at the.
So just the screen. Okay.
yeah, no, but the idea of this was not to take it with you. The idea of this is to keep this device at home, and this device is working for you. You have an app, and the app will be connected. So you're traveling with your cell phone all around the world, and the app is connected with this. Imagine this is like your private manager who is taking care of your assets,
So
and
it's
your
like
phone.
a server.
Like a
Imagine, and you have your phone, and the phone is connected. You tell your asset manager, please send me this, or please change me this, and then you're in connection, and your asset manager is regulating at home in a nice place on the table your assets. This is how.
استاذ سليمان، يا ريت انا حسام عبد النبي من جريده الاتحاد. يعني كنت ذكرت ان انتم طورتوا او يعني تطوير بطاقه خاص لزينيك. وفي نفس الوقت البطاقه نفسها، وفي نفس الوقت اعلنتوا ان ممكن يتم تداول الاصول الرقميه او العملات من خلال المنصه نفسها. صح. يعني مش عارف، يا ريت تدينا فكره عن البطاقه وازاي اصدرتوها، يعني على حسب معلوماتك، وازاي بتتعاملوا مع البنك المركزي. لان هي معلش عفوا، المشكله في مشكله جاب كبيره جدا أكيد. ما بين رغبه القطاع ان هو يتطور، وما بين القواعد اللي البنك المركزي بيفرضها. فانتوا ازاي قدرتوا تصدروا البطاقه، وازاي بيتم تداول، وايه الحمايه يعني انتوا مش مسؤولين عن التعاملات اللي بتتم بالعملات او الاصول الرقميه من خلال المنصه نفسها، لكن ايه الضمانات انا كشخص؟ اخر حاجه معلش اسمح لي، بالنسبه للجهاز نفسه، جهاز زينك، انا كعميل، هل في حد ادنى عشان احصل على الجهاز او تعاملات معينه؟ يعني ايه الاشتراطات اللي انا كحد حابب يشتغل في القطاع ان انا احصل على الجهاز؟ شكرا.
اوكي، بالنسبه للبطاقه الحين، احنا البطاقه هذه طبعا مو احنا اللي نصدرها. اوكي، احنا سوينا شراكه مع بنك، فالبنك هذا في اوروبا، وهم حصلوا على الترخيص في اوروبا بحيث انه يصدرون لنا بطاقه نشبكها على سيستمنا، فهي مشبوكه على النظام اللي احنا بنيناه. اوكي، البنك اليوم عنده عده، خلينا نقول يعني افرع بالعالم، بس اول موافقه حصلوها في اوروبا، لذلك اول مكان بلشنا نصدر فيه البطاقات في اوروبا. العميل شلون يحمي نفسه؟ طبعا من ناحيه المنظومه اللي هي البنك يتبعها، يعني لان اليوم هو على منظومه البنك، احنا مجرد خلينا نقول نظام خارجي تم شبكه مع البنك ويستخدم نظامنا احنا. فهذه خلينا نقول كاداه قدرنا نوفرها، لان احنا ما نبي ندخل في مجال البنوك او اي مجال ثاني، احنا نطور منظومه، المنظومه هذه احنا نبنيها كقاعده.
انتم بتوفروا حلول للعميل، وهو العميل يقدر يستفيد.
اي الجهه القطاع كذا يبني عليها الحلول، او احنا نبنيها لا وهو يديرها. هذا من ناحيه.
من ناحيه البطاقه التصنيفيه انه مو متوفر على
معلش يا كابتن. طيب بالنسبه اللي هي تبادل العملات من خلال المنصه ما بين العملاء نفسها، والاشتراطات الحصول على الجهاز نفسه.
الجهاز عادي اي شخص يقدر يطلبه.
ما فيش بدون اشتراطات مثلا حد ادنى من التعاملات او مبلغ بيدفع او اي اشتراطات؟
لا، في طبعا في مبلغ، هو ببلاش الجهاز، يعني انت تشتريه. تشتري. احنا عندنا مثل شركاء للسيلز والتوزيع والبيع، احنا ما نبيع كشركه زنيك او رمزك، احنا ما نبيع الجهاز.
تمام.
احنا نطور الجهاز، وعندنا خلينا نقول متخصصين يبنونه، بعدين نسلمه عندنا شراكات مع عده جهات هي اللي عندها منصات البيع اللي تبيع الجهاز هذا.
واحنا عمليه التخزين، هل في يعني عمليه تخزين من خلال المنصه العموله بتاعتكم كام؟ لان دي مشكله.
لا، احنا المنصه شنو سوينا اليوم؟ احنا ببلاش خليناها. التخزين والتداول كلها ببلاش، لان هذه لا مركزيه للعملاء، للناس. قلنا احنا ما نبي ندخل بينهم او نحصل اي مردود من وراها.
شكرا.
الاخ
بس كنت حابب اعرف امتى بيتم اطلاق التطبيق، لانه هو متوفر على الاب ستور، وقديش حاليا عدد المتداولين على المنصة.
13 of November.
انت سبقتني، احنا كنا اخر شيء بنقول ان حابين ندعيكم عندنا منتدى سمارت تشين يكون في تاريخ 13/11 بعد 10 ايام، وبهاليوم هذا راح يتم اطلاق ان شاء الله التطبيق، وبنتكلم عن عده مبادرات احنا اوريدي يعني خلينا نقول اطلقناها او راح نطلقها في المستقبل، فحابين ان الكل يشرفنا وان شاء الله نتشرف بروحكم.
وعدد المتداولين على المنصة
اليوم عندنا تقريبا 500 وشوي ألف، فوق النص مليون شخص
من جميع أنحاء
من جميع أنحاء العالم.
طيب شو نوع الأصول اللي ممكن تلميسها من خلال المنصة؟
بالمنتدى راح تعرف إن شاء الله، خليها هاي حق تشويق شوية.
I think also something I want to mention, something I want to mention also about the app. The app is for us one of the main tools for the future, where we think that this could be, let's say, the center point of every kind of development that we are doing. The app has on one side, as we said, the wallet, which is totally decentralized, so we are not holding any assets. This is very important. It's always on the phone. Yeah? So the customer is responsible and is the owner of his own asset. This was what Sulaiman was explaining with the private key and public key. This is a lot of information that the people sometimes don't understand. For example, if they have their coins or tokens on Binance, on Kraken, and all the other centralized exchanges, they have the private key. So they are the owner of the assets. And so decentralized technology, you are the owner. And this is why it's important to educate the people so that they understand. So this is one part of the app. The other part is NFTs. NFTs is a huge topic. You know, the digital artists that we have more and more are coming. And so I'm very proud also to announce that on the 13th of November, we have our Smart Chain Forum, but we will have our first digital artist that is exclusively doing NFTs on our platform. So behind you, one famous Joe. Maybe you know him. Maybe Joe, you can introduce yourself shortly. And he's doing amazing art. I'm sure that you saw him already in the newspaper, in media. Please,
Hi,
sir.
my name is George Ormolo. Actually, I'm here in Dubai around 17 years, and this year I have done an NFT project. That project is based on a UAE flag. That flag having 4 colors. My project is also like
Sorry
4.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
Hi again. My name is George Ormolo. Actually, the project what I'm doing it's based on a UAE flag, and it's a flag day today. So I just launched the flag. The flag contains actually 4 projects together. The first project I published on March. It is how it will be look like if UAE have a snow, and it's been viral on all social media. And after the snow, I did how it will be like a green, more spring kind of UAE, how it will look like. That also it was viral, and it's connected to His Highness Sheikh Mohammed's urban plan 2040, and his vision. Actually, I visualized how it looked like, and all the images and the videos are also it's included all the landmarks here in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, all, and it's went well all with all the media. And after that, I was thinking, for the next one, what I will go with that. So UAE have a hope mission to the Mars. So I plan to make a UAE colony in Mars, and that also I released. That also well going now, and I'm getting a lot of responses from all over local and Abu Dhabi as well. And after that, I just only one color was pending. It was black, that I connected with James Cameron's movie Avatar, and Pandora style. How James Cameron have imagined Pandora as a UAE style. That also it went to all social media, everywhere. It was really viral. So I just combined all these 4 projects together as a flag, and I launched today. And it's exclusive. I'm launching through Zenith on 15th, so everybody can purchase the flag. It's actually, I'm planning for 51 flags for the 51st anniversary on the National Day. And I made with all these images together with the founding fathers of UAE and the current fathers. You can check my Instagram or Google. You can see how it's. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So as we said, NFTs, big topic, is all on the phone. So you can collect all your NFTs on the phone. You have an NFT marketplace. Then something which will be very important for the future, we were mentioning it already. It's the SEN ID or the SEN Pass. There are 2 different things. So the SEN ID is like a 2-factor authentication which is directly connected with your app. And the second thing is the SEN Pass. As you know, data security, data protection is a huge topic. We will have an NFT with all your personal data, all your KYC information safely on your phone. And this.
Sorry, you have an answer?
No, I don't have it.
No, this one you got around. Okay, great, yeah.
If I'm speaking, I think I don't need the translation. And so this SEN Pass is actually giving you on the NFT the information. You can decide with whom you want to share this. And this is usable perfectly for ticketing system. Entries in stadiums, sport events, music concerts. The government can use this information. Medical data can be there, and you can decide who you want to share this data. So this is a very, very huge topic for the future, and we will explain this at the Smart Chain Forum on the 13th of November in the Burj Khalifa. So this is like also something very, very interesting. And then, last but not least, one of, I think, very disruptive things that we will show then on the 13th of November, and everybody who is coming will have the pre-access to the messenger function. You know, WhatsApp, you know, Signal, Telegram, all these very interesting tools to have communication, but as you know, they are centralized, and a lot of data could be read from other people. So we have a decentralized system where we are sending messages from A to B and nobody can read it. And I think especially in the data security process, this could be very, very, very interesting for the future and for all the people. And this is something we will launch also on the 13th of November. So we will be very happy that you are all coming and joining.
Everyone's got an invite to this.
Yes, you are all invited, of course. And so we are very happy to show our messenger. You can send messages, you can do video calls, you can do group chats, you can use it the same like on Telegram, and something that I will not say now, but I will say it on the 13th of November.
So could you give me some detail about the device?
Yeah.
Like you created by yourself and programmed and developed?
Yes. Yeah, we are over 100 full-time employees distributed all around the world. Here we have our headquarters, let's say it like this, and yeah, so we are actually very proud, and we had a long way to develop this product, but this is one of more products that we have. We have the Zenith debit card. It's a MasterCard that we talked already. At the moment, it's just available with a European address, but we want to extend. We are working on the international version, and so that hopefully then in the future I can also order one in Dubai. So I have one, and I can use it because it's a MasterCard. You can use it international, but just because of European address. Yeah. So we are working on it, and hopefully next year we will have the UAE version.
And there is a direct connection with the customer service?
Which customer service?
I can't do that, like a direct contact with the customer service. If there was something, I need some information,
yes.
external
information.
Yeah,
of course. Yeah.
24 hours.
Yes. we will try to answer as fast as possible.
Hello, I have a question.
Yes.
This is, you are using the blockchain technology.
We are
This is
using
different.
our blockchain.
Our blockchain. Now, this technology blockchain, okay? This will be very expensive also.
What is very expensive?
Expensive, the cost to make the application with blockchain. It will be more
Yes,
costly.
of course. It's so, but in the end, you know, we are now on the stage, as I explained, where we are targeting 95% of the people. Yeah? 5% are still working now with blockchain, and 95 are not. We know that as soon as we are opening this gate, you know, this will be a huge market. Yeah? And now we are investing. Of course, it costs more to program apps and on the blockchain, but that's the future, absolutely. And for us, it's now an investment to grow, you know, in a good way. But in the next few years, this will be the market. And as sooner as you're jumping in the market, the bigger possibilities do you have for the future. I have here some numbers. If you just see the blockchain market in 2022, $12 billion US. In 2024. Global blockchain revenue forecast surpassed $20 billion US in revenue. So we want to have a stake on this. And so the sooner we are jumping in, the more we are growing, the better people we are hiring. You know, I think we did a very good job in the last few years, and I'm very confident in a preview for the next few years.
The future is blockchain.
Exactly.
So what's the age of the blockchain?
It's so
over the world at the moment.
At the moment, Bitcoin was the first one. This Bitcoin was the first blockchain. After the world crisis in 2008 was the development officially launched of blockchain.
Well, it's 25 years. So
Yeah.
that's not enough.
No, it's very young. No, we are still in the early beginning of this technology. You can compare it with the beginning of the internet, yeah, where 5% were involved, 95 not. We're at the same time. See what happens to the internet. Imagine what can happen with blockchain.
Do you think another 25 years we reach another 5% only, or could be jumping?
No. It will be not. So look at the curve. How the development of the people and connected to internet was. It was like this, exponential. Same will happen with blockchain. We are going the same way. And as I said, we are in the early beginning still. And so the future will be interesting. And we are trying to position our company at the moment to be the blockchain for the GCC area. Because we have Ethereum is Russian. Bitcoin, we don't know, is Satoshi Nakamoto. But in GCC, we want to be the leading company. The company who was born here, because as Sulaiman said, we were born one level down. We were sitting here in Area 71, developing, talking about the project. We are born here, yeah? And so I think it cannot be a nicer story than this.
So any newborn will be in future?
But
any newborn will be in future?
Yeah, of course. Many.
I have just one curious question. Now there is a person who's invested so much of money in this, and then if anything, God forbid, happens, is there something that money could be transferred to the next of kin or anything, or is it just does it just remain there as an investment?
Again.
Now suppose I invest as an investment, okay, and then something happens, and then I've invested a lot of money. Now that money that is invested to grow, is there any possibility that the next of kin would be intimated or could be transferred, or does it just remain there?
I think one of the things which makes blockchain very, very interesting is the transparency. If you're sending from A to B your assets, then it's sent and you can track this on the blockchain. Yeah? And if you're sending to the wrong person, it's also tracked, but you send it to the wrong person. And then you need to find who is the wrong person. If you don't know, then it will be very difficult. Yeah? So I think one of the important things in blockchain is that we need to educate the people, because it's from all over the history the most transparent system that we ever had. And I think this is something that makes the whole thing very, very interesting. Yeah? And so from that point of view, I think it's awareness, education, and then the people, when they will realize which possibilities and what they can do with this technology, it's a totally game changer.
Okay, then I could even transfer that to my son.
Of course, yeah, instant. Yeah, and this is, I think, one of the things. If you want to transfer money from UAE to the US, you know how long it takes? Take ages. And with crypto and blockchain, yeah, you can do it. Just click, bam, and he had it. And this opens a lot of doors, yeah, and so the possibilities. But I think one of the important things also is that crypto is not just blockchain. This is one of the things that you can do with blockchain. Blockchain can do so much more. And this is also important to understand that this is just one element.
Hi sir, myself Mohammed from West Pradesh newspaper. First of all, I appreciate for your great ideas. So my question is, can you please tell us about your investment details and who are the investors?
Yeah.
And what about investment around?
So if we go back in history from our company, we launched our blockchain in 10th of February 2020. If you know what happens 2 days later in Europe, it was lockdown Corona. And so it was the perfect time to start a big business. So I was preparing at that time, I remember my presentations for investors, investor deck. I realized that it was everything for nothing, because I couldn't actually do the pitch. I had 7 lockdowns in Austria when I was still in Austria, and it was nearly impossible to find at that time an investor or the right partner to grow. Because of the past, because of my friend sitting next to me, we know that Dubai was totally different than in Europe. Everything was open, you had the possibility, they were handling the whole situation in a totally different way. And we decided to give it a try and go to Dubai. When we were in Dubai, we were sitting here one level down, brainstorming how we can develop the project, and then step by step, the whole thing started to accelerate. And we got the first investor, it was a boutique bank. Then we got Said Al Maktoum in our project, and then through the sales of the device, through the innovative, let's say, developments that we did, through the products that we were starting to sell, we were financing actually our project by ourselves, and we were trying also to keep it as long as possible, because we see how fast the whole project is growing. We started with 5 people, now we are over 100 people. And this in 2 years, and so because of all this development, we are still, trying to model, let's say, the whole element to then go for investor pitches, and especially now having licenses for NFT marketplace here in Dubai, for having metaverse license, the distribute ledger license. We have really all the licenses that you can imagine. We all have them, just to protect ourselves. Jurisdictions. In different jurisdictions also, and I think it's a process that we are on, where we are trying to wait a little bit, because in half a year the company will have a much higher value than if we are now going for investors. So we are trying to wait, build, see, and then I think then we will come to a point where we will need, the push to grow, and then hopefully being a unicorn in a few years.
Thank you. Are you facing any competition in the area at the moment?
To be honest, at the moment there is no blockchain company who is trying to cover so many topics. They are focusing on one part, and we have like a whole ecosystem, and I think this could be also an advantage. A lot of people are saying, but this is maybe too much. But I see a lot of connections, a lot of possibilities, because we are doing so much topics. We have a tokenization, we have our own blockchain, we have a debit card, we have a device. So there are so many things that we are covering up. Because of this, I think the team is very, very well educated, and are having this cross-pollination, as I was saying, and they are coming to innovative ideas that other people didn't thought.
What about, is there any competition in future? Any effect will be for you?
No, I think I'm happy. I'm happy about competition because this makes you even better. And from the other side, I think we don't need to see it as competition. I think we need to see it as push for the whole industry. We need more competition. So I'm happy to have more competition because then together we are, let's say, developing this industry. And as I said, we are still in the beginning.
Yeah, sure.
So
and more reach, you reach more percentage of the population. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Great.
thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks. Pleasure. Appreciate it.